Hey, it's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now for today's topic, mixing your future.
Mixing your future. We are mixing it up here tonight. Let me just move this camera a little bit closer to us, a little bit far away. Well, good evening. Welcome to our Facebook Live here on Loving Life Now. What are we here to do, Lee?
I have no idea.
Here to chat tonight?
We'll chat, yeah.
We've got some people joining us. When you do join us, come on out with your name and where you're streaming in from.
I thought you were going to say where they're calling in from.
No, I'd like to know who they are and where they are located.
Yes.
We got people joining in. So as you join in, let us know you're here. Pop your details in. Coming to you on the Loving Life Now Facebook page. We had a great topic this evening. We've got some exciting things to talk about though, Lee, to start off our evening this morning. And then we got a topic called Mixing Your Future.
Hey, Shani.
Hey, Shani. Welcome in lockdown Sydney. Hello, and Karen in Antigua. G'day, Liz from South Australia. Welcome, Liz.
I'm just doing some sharing, so you do that.
Yep, so as you join us, pop your details in. Let us know where you're streaming in from. G'day, Tammy from Lockdown, New South Wales. We've got Kim joining us from Whyalla in South Australia. G'day, Kim. Welcome to our Facebook Live. Bernie, hello, Simon and Leanne. Doing backflips. It's going so quick, I can't read it. Looking forward to new learnings. Greetings from Burleigh Heads. Jacinta says, hi guys, welcome back. G'day, Jacinta, down in Victoria.
It's not giving me the option
you're in lockdown down there as well, probably. Peggy, hi guys. Nice to see you from a stunning day in Freo, Western Australia. Thanks, Peggy. Mel Johnson, hi guys from Sydney, lockdown Sydney. G'day, Gabby. Hello to you from down the road. Who else we got? We've got Will. Will's in Adelaide. Welcome, Will. Thanks for joining us. Darren Bell, evening from Victoria. G'day,
it's
Darren.
Not letting me share it to any pages.
Really? You can't share?
No. I can do it a different way, but yeah, it's not letting me do it the
That's
right way.
a bit weird. Bit weird.
Very weird.
All right, we'll do your best, and otherwise we'll have to share it after the stream. So let's just move this around a little bit. So great to be here this evening. Lee's just trying to share it across our multiple of pages. Jacinta says, no lockdown in country Victoria. Well, that's good. Lucky for you, unlike the Sydney folks. Cheryl, g'day Cheryl. Welcome from lockdown Sydney. So as you're joining us, pop your details in. Let us know where you're streaming in from. And we're going to start off just talking about what we've been up to, and then we're going to jump into the topic.
It's just taking me a bit longer, so just keep...
Yeah, we'll look forward to getting our topic underway. But we've got some exciting things happening in our life at the moment. We had a big weekend on the back of our birthdays. We had a birthday week. Well, it's still our birthday month. Our birthday month's here. Like how I say that. We haven't been here for the last 2 weeks.
We haven't. We've been hiding.
We had birthdays. It was my birthday 2 weeks ago, Lee's 1 week ago, and so we took a bit of time out to enjoy those, and weren't here on our normal time of Facebook Live on a Tuesday at 7:30. So we've had a big couple of weeks. It's been very exciting. Lots going on. As I said, lots going on with birthdays. Yes. Lee thinks it's her birthday month, but
it is. It's always my birthday month.
Well, what about me? I'm in August too, so it's my birthday month.
Yeah, but yours finished and then it went to mine.
I get about a week.
Yeah.
A week.
I'm nearly done. I just have to click around a few different places.
All right.
Post.
And then we've got had a great weekend actually. We're coming off 4 days away. We had a staycation on the Gold Coast. G'day Bruce Partridge. Welcome to you. I think Bruce is still over there in New Zealand, actually.
He's locked down.
You over there in New Zealand? Let us know you're there. And New Zealand's going to level 4 lockdowns because they've got one case of coronavirus and they don't even know if it's Delta, apparently. That's pretty weird. Brett says, evening, happy birthday to you both. Your weekend looked amazing. It was, Brett. Thank you.
So good. Yeah, I think I'm done now.
So Lee, let's talk about what we've been up to.
Oops.
Your birthday, my birthday. That was fun and exciting. Mine we had in lockdown.
Yes.
So we had to stay home and couldn't really do too much. Had to cancel a lot of plans.
We did.
We had things organised, but that went out the window. But one thing we learned with what's going on around the world is you've got to be adaptive.
Yeah.
And you've got to be okay with it, right? So it really takes your mental mindset to go, you know what? It's okay. We can just reschedule, course correct, and we'll come back and we'll make some changes. And then we'll still do those things, right?
Yeah, we'll just reschedule it.
Well, tomorrow we are.
We are. It's your birthday tomorrow.
It's not
your
really.
Birthday.
It was 2 weeks ago. Well, 2 weeks ago we were going on my birthday to a bathhouse. called Soak on the Gold Coast, and we were going to hang out there for the day. Well, not for the day, but for 3 hours.
The whole day.
Get a massage and have a bit of an infrared sauna and go in the magnesium bath pools. Never been there. So it was going to be a great experience. And we had to cancel it because my birthday, we were in lockdown. But so we rescheduled, replanned it. We're going in tomorrow. So looking forward to that. And then, of course, what else have we done? Bruce says, yes, I am. 3 days from tonight. 1 case in Auckland. Be back on the Gold Coast in a few weeks. All right, awesome. I'm sure you'll enjoy coming back to the sunny weather over here, Bruce. All right, so what else? What else?
Happened today?
Well, your birthday was fine. What happened? No, we won't talk about today yet. Let's talk about last weekend. What happened last weekend? We had a staycation on the Gold Coast.
4 days.
Hired a
really cool
executive property on the canals in Broadbeach. And what did we do at the house? What was the purpose?
We did some photos and some filming.
We did.
And celebrated birthdays.
Yeah, so we hired a videographer for ourselves, and he came and took some new profile photos, new marketing photos for us for our business. So we've invested in that.
Yeah.
Because you've had some amazing changes in the way you look and the way you feel. So we need to get some new photos up on websites and get some, our branding, our signatures, that sort of thing, get it all up to date and refresh. So we did that and took the opportunity to go to an amazing property with great canal views. I mean, we live in a great house, but it's different, right?
Yeah.
That house was right on the canal with views into the Star Casino and just an amazing setup.
It was awesome. We had lots of fun and we had all different
friends and family.
We had
friends and family come and join us. We had guests come and join us. So we had a mini staycation with people in our business who have become friends and are distributors in our company. So they were able to come and stay. Onley and I, of course.
Yeah, and your daughters came.
Love hosting that.
My
Love hosting people.
Yep. Yeah, it was fun.
And
because we only could have 10 at a time, we
had a limit.
It was like a hotel. It was like 10 one night, 10 the next night.
Had to get them to wash their linen on the way out. we need to replace because we've got new people coming in. So we had a limit obviously on the property because of still under COVID restrictions. You can only have 10 people in the property at any time. So that worked out perfect actually.
It did.
So we enjoyed it. It was really great and a great experience. Sort of inspired us to think, well, we could actually do this quite often and do it with distributors and get a house on the Gold Coast and do some masterminding and marketing training and those sorts of things. So we're exploring what opportunities we can create with that.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. So what else did we do? We had a birthday cake there.
We did. It was pretty epic. We still got some of it in the fridge.
It was like a wedding cake.
It for the rest of
Felt like I was getting married again.
Trying to cut it was like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I reckon the only way to cut the cake, it was like a big top hat, and the only way to cut it was with the samurai sword, but I didn't have one.
And then you cut it in the wrong spot.
Well, we didn't know where to cut it. Come on, in fairness, we didn't know there was a cardboard layer in the middle. It was actually 2 cakes on top of each other. Anyway. If she'd told us that, we might have been. Well, lucky we didn't get out a hacksaw.
No, Peggy, you're not in Perth on the Gold Coast.
Yeah. Lucky we didn't get out a hacksaw or anything else.
The cake was awesome, Melissa. It was so good.
The cake was amazing. So anyway, we enjoyed that. It was a marble cake, handmade by a lady here on the Gold Coast. Michelle Peel was there. Michelle said it was awesome.
Bernie
Great
was
company, beautiful food, loved it.
Bernie
Excellent.
Nick.
Michelle and Michael joined us on...
Gabby was there.
On one night, yeah. Gabby and Jason, they would join us. And Bernie and Mick, who else was there?
And then what else? What else happened?
What else happened
today?
Oh, we took a bit of time out. We drove to Brisbane today.
We did.
And we drove to Brisbane to take possession of a new car.
Ooh.
Somebody might have got a new car.
Go to watch stories after the live, not
after
now.
live. Have a look at our stories on Facebook, and you'll see we upgraded Lee's Mercedes AMG CLA 45 to the latest model. Pretty swish it is.
It's pretty cool.
It's got a lot of gadgets, a lot of cons, a lot of advantages that the other one didn't have, and I
drove it home like a grandma.
She did.
I was so scared.
It reminded her of when she first got her license, driving on the road. It was like, this is ridiculous. I'm scared.
Because
I felt like
all the things were different, and I didn't know what to press and what to do.
We should have put L plates on it as we were driving.
And it actually felt like it had more power than
what
the
about the woman that drove down the highway and then put a finger at you like she shot you? How's this? Lee was just being cautious, and maybe going a little bit below the speed limit at one area because she was trying to work out the cruise control. And this van comes down the side of the highway and looks across and points a finger and goes like this. Unbelievable. Like, and like, what are people up to? Like, if you did that in Dubai, you'd end up in jail.
True.
Right?
So look at stories after. We will do a post as well, but yeah, have a look at the stories after. There's 2 videos on there.
Yeah, very swish and it totally different.
And the lighting inside.
Oh my God, it's like a cockpit on an aeroplane or something.
So cool. It's got blue and pink.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But so that was exciting. We spent 3 hours at the Mercedes dealership in Brisbane and handed back the old car and said, thanks very much, we'll take the new one. And so super exciting about that.
It was very good.
And then tomorrow we're off to the bathhouse.
We are.
Yeah, so you've got to do things that make you feel good, and you've got to have goals in your life, right? Mm-hmm. And it sort of leads us into tonight's topic, which is all about mixing your future. Mm-hmm. Now, we focused, Lee, before we broke for a couple of weeks from our birthdays, we'd focused on fixing your mix, right? Yep. And we spoke about our mix being our life events. Mm-hmm. So life events from when we were younger, both positive and negative events, right? And we put them onto a timeline. And we formulate that timeline and we look at what we can do better, how we can improve things, how we can change negative impacts that have happened in the past, and we can improve on positive ones. Yeah. Right? But tonight we're going to talk about mixing your future, because it is about your future, right? Mm-hmm. It's about what you want to create in life. So we focused on these things in the past. You mix from the beginning through till today, and we addressed the timeline. And we highlighted what sort of future are you creating? Like, what are you creating for yourself? Is it what you desire, or is it not? Because some people, they don't really know what they want in the future. And I'll share this, Lee. When I got started in the home business industry 13 years ago, I was just comfortable in where life was going, in my jobs, working for other people, and I didn't really have a clear vision on what I wanted in the future. Mm-hmm. I was just working in the now. And I think a lot of people are like that. I think a lot of people in jobs work in the now. They work day to day, they take action day to day, and it moves them closer to achievement, personal achievement, but a lot of them aren't really clear on that long-term achievement. No. Right? So there's no real timeline for the future of what they want. And one of the things that allowed me to change that was being introduced to the movie called The Secret, which I watched back in 2008. And I thought, there's got to be am I really clear on what I want in my future? And I wasn't. So I got a pen and paper and I, wrote down what's my biggest desire. If I can create my ideal life, what does it look like? Mm-hmm. And so I sort of got clear on that. Have you ever done that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
I've watched The Secret and I've done that too.
Okay. So we highlight the things that we want to create, and is it a future that it's worth having? Is it something that you really want to create in your life? And if you're not clear, then it's about time you get clear, right? Because nothing comes to you without having some goal or some vision or some desire or some...
If you're not working towards your goals, you're working towards
somebody else's. Yeah. So ask yourselves, have you thought about what it is that you want? So what do you wish to create as high impact events? What are high impact events? What are they?
Well, ones that have a high impact on your life.
Yeah, but generally they're positively, right?
Yes.
So they're high impact events are positive events that you can look back on and think, wow, that changed the course of my life or had a high impact in who I am today.
But some of those can be negative too.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking about the high impact, not the negative, right? Okay. So these are positive, high impact events. Okay. So if we want to create those in our life, we've got to formulate a timeline of what we want to create in the future. So we've been talking a lot in the past month about our timeline today, but tonight we're really talking about mixing it up in your future. So what is it you want? Are you really clear on what you want? Now, let's go back to the story of the car, right? We just created this new car, but how did it come about, Lee? What happened?
Well, the car was coming up for renewal of its lease, basically end of the lease.
Yeah, so we've run it through the business. Yep.
Yeah, and so they said to us, you can refinance the balloon or you can upgrade.
Yep.
And I'm like, and so your option was, let's refinance. And I'm like, well, let's upgrade.
I said, we'll keep the current car. Let's do that. Sounds like a good option to me. We can do that.
Yeah.
But let's look at all options. And was I open to exploring all options?
Well, you had said you already made a decision.
But was I open to changing my decision?
But you were open to look at options. I think you were just humouring me, just so that you weren't like, I made a decision.
And what was your response to when I said, well, I've made a decision?
I said, well, I haven't.
There you go. So it takes two people to make a decision, apparently, in some lives. But, so what happened? What did we do?
Well, I rung Mercedes and got some details about looking at new
What are the options? And what we were all very aware of, too, is that there's a lack of motor vehicles in the market, right? So that was something we were very conscious of when we were looking to explore what the options were.
Yes.
Right?
So I even asked them that question. I rang it, said, like,
what do you have in
stock?
stock?
What is it, 6 or 8 months away? Or how long is it to get one in?
Yeah, and one of the things you wanted is something that was loud and had like exhaust noise.
Yeah.
Because that's what you had, right?
Yes.
So the AMG that we drive is a sports
Not
AMG.
quiet.
It's not exactly quiet. It's got a rev limiter, which you enjoy.
Yes.
So as I was telling Lee, I read this article about Mercedes. By the year 2030, will all be EV vehicles. So there will be no more motorised Mercedes produced after 2030. They'll start transitioning from 2025 to 50% of their manufacturing will be EV. And by the 2030, it'll be 100% EV. So I said to Lee, well, what do you want to do? You're not going to be able to have that. Well, you can have that V8 sound. You can actually get it in a Tesla now. Yeah. You can get a fake one. You can make your Tesla sound like a Chevy or some car of the past. It doesn't sound like a V8. Not that it's a V8.
No.
So anyway, so we're talking about your goals, right? And what's your timeline? So get clear on what you want to create in your future. So, you set an intention, we put it out there, there was no real plan to go and do it, but was it an option? Well, you can make it an option, right?
Yeah.
You can work towards the goal by exploring the option, putting it out there, and then working out whether it's a viable option. Was there a time frame on it? Well, yeah, there was, right? We knew we needed to do it before December. Was there something available now? Yes, there was. Was there some benefits to getting it done now? Yes, there was. So in our way, it was a matter of, okay, well, let's work together to come up with, is it ideal? Is it a win-win situation?
Yes.
Is it a win-win for the dealer? Yes. Was it win-win for us? Absolutely. We wouldn't do it otherwise.
Was it win-win for me? Yes.
Was it win-win for you? Yes. Was it win-win for me? Absolutely.
Of course it is.
All right, so it's win-win for everyone.
Happy wife, happy life.
I get to drive a new AMG Mercedes and pretend I'm Daniel Ricciardo. Come on. All right. They did say to us when we left the dealership, be careful of the speeding fines.
Well, I definitely didn't get one on the way home.
No, you didn't. All right. So get clear on what you want to create and what you desire in your future. You've got to create the possibility. So do we create the possibility? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
Yes.
All right. And we created that before it even happened. Mm-hmm. Right. So we went looking at what we can do and then looked at exploring to create that and make it happen. So if you've got a goal of a new car in your life, then plan it out. Plan out what are your options. Get them all out on the table. Look at your finances. Look at who you're being. What's your self-image. So true. Happy wife. Sorry, Simon. Tammy says, enjoy before we are all driving electric cars. Absolutely. So, get clear on your goals and sort of plan things out. I mean, you've got to it's a bit like putting wheels in motion. Mm. If you don't put wheels in motion, how do you achieve anything? I mean, we could have said, no, it's not coming up till December. Let's look at it then.
And then there was no cars coming in December.
Well, we know that particular car, there's very limited available in Australia. And he said there's two coming in January of next year. But there's none in between now and then. So if we didn't take up that option now for that particular vehicle, then we wouldn't be able to consider anything till January next year, which is too late. So Mel's joined us. G'day, Mel. Good evening.
Hey, Mel.
Wonder if she's driving home tonight.
She probably is.
All right, eyes on the road.
Driving.
Eyes on the road.
Safe driving.
Well, we're just talking about Lee driving her new Mercedes, Mel.
I told her already. I said I was driving like a nana.
She was. It was a nana. No, she was driving like a learner.
And I'm taking Mel driving on Tuesday for her birthday.
I reckon you were driving like a learner. Not a nana. Yeah, like a learner.
Learner driver.
Yeah. It was like a learner. All right, so what you've got to do is be aware of your past counter intentions. Now, counter intentions is a really interesting thing because it can create us to be our own stopper. So we'll talk about a little bit about counter intentions. So they can affect and influence what we want to create. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yep.
So we can have counter intentions. What are they?
Oh, there's just we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay. So counter intentions are things from the past, right? Mm-hmm. Thoughts, beliefs, decisions and actions that were in the past that can affect our future today. Mm-hmm. And they can affect what we want to create and what we want to accomplish. So if you had allowed, let's say you had allowed something from the past to, like an experience that you had in the past about changing cars or something like that, if you had allowed that to influence your decision-making process today in exploring getting a new car, you could have, right?
Yes.
You could have said, well, look, I had this experience previously some years ago where, I did this and did that and it didn't work out the best and it, it didn't leave me in the best place. Then you could actually allow that to influence your decision today.
Yeah, totally.
But you didn't.
No. And it's funny because I don't remember when I picked up the AMG, the first AMG, driving like that. I don't remember having that same
feeling.
It was weird.
You didn't drive as far because we drove from the dealership on the Sunshine Coast to my place on the Sunshine Coast.
Right. Okay.
So it was like a 20-minute drive.
And it wasn't through the city or...
Yeah.
Okay.
So we literally left the dealership in the middle of the city. It was heavy traffic. You had to be in the right lane at the right time.
Bernie says fire engine.
Yeah, good on you, Bernie. It's all right. I've got my little fire engine, Bernie. Don't you worry about that.
And Mel says, no, I'm safe home. Yes, can't wait for next week. And then Luke was asking about crypto, which we'll talk about at the end.
Yep. All right. So you can allow these things of the past to affect your life today, and that's called counter intention, right? Mm-hmm. And you can allow those counter intentions to take you out of the game. They can be the equivalent of us being our own stopper. Mm-hmm. Yep. What's our own stopper? What does that mean?
Well, we sabotage ourselves to not achieve something. So we're stopping ourselves from achieving what we want. Yeah,
it takes us out of the game, doesn't it? Takes us out of the game. So what you've got to do is you've got to learn effective ways to eliminate the counter intentions from your past life experiences. Get that? Mm-hmm. Just like I've got to learn
to not be scared of fire engines.
That's where I was going. Well done. To not allow fire engines.
You need to tell people the stories. Half the people won't have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, we spoke a little while ago, prior to us taking a 2-week break, about an experience that I had in the past where I crashed into a fire engine.
Into the side of a fire engine. What's that? Fire engine?
Fire truck?
Fire engine.
What fire truck? But it wasn't my fault. Truly, it wasn't. They actually admitted responsibility because they were on their way to a fire, didn't have their sirens on, came out of a blind intersection, and they crept across the intersection. And I was on the left lane coming down in a wet, slippery conditions and locked up the car and smacked straight into the back end of the fire engine as it tried to get out of my way. Did another
fire engine come to the scene of the crime?
Yes.
They did?
Yes. Another fire truck came.
Well, they might.
And probably another one was had to be dispatched to go where those guys were going. So it took three fire trucks to attend the entire thing.
You didn't just stuff up one, you stuffed up 3.
And probably someone's house got burnt down. Who knows?
Don't say that. If it's raining, that might not have happened.
That's true. So Peggy talks about past intentions with dogs. Mm-hmm. Lee's got them with cats. You can't let those past things dictate your future, right?
Exactly.
So what do we have to do? We've got to minimise our sticking points. What do we got to maximise?
Our positive prior high impact events.
Yes. So we've got to positively maximise our high impact events. So what's all that about? We've got to focus on the good things that we succeeded at.
Yes.
And then make those the priority in where we want to go and what we want to achieve.
Yes.
We don't want to focus on
What?
The cat biting you or scratching you, or the dog attacking me, or hitting the fire truck.
Correct.
Right? So we don't focus on those things. No. So they're just events in the past that happened. They molded us and shaped us into who we are today. Mm-hmm. And we won't have those experiences again.
No, we will not.
We'll overcome them. We'll avoid them. We'll do whatever. I'll rub the little fire truck that Bernie gave me for my birthday, a little matchbox one. And I just think, fire truck? What fire truck?
You should have had it for that. We'll bring it next time.
Throw it out. It's no longer in my life. I actually should have done that. I should have actually picked it up and thrown it in the lake.
No.
And then gone, be gone with your fire truck. A bit like a burning ceremony before you go and walk on coals. Right? Where you get rid of your...
Stand on it. You can stand on it. Walk on it.
Crush the fire truck.
Crush the fire truck.
All right. So you're more likely to get the desired result if you focus on...
your high impact events.
You're more likely to achieve your goals if you focus on the high impact events. So remember, you must have awareness. Mm-hmm. And that awareness then allows you to have control over your future results. So have awareness of the past, of the positive things, focus on those, be really, really clear on what it is that you're looking to achieve in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, do you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
So get clear on where I want to go, what I want to achieve, and focus on that.
And who I want to be.
Yep. Tammy says focus on the now. Yeah, absolutely. You've got to be in the present moment. Jeff Nixon, g'day, Jeff. Great to see you on the stream this evening. Jeff says, great stream tonight. Well, thanks for your comments, Jeff. Awesome. Nice to have you on here too. So, that's what we've got to do. Yep. You've got to go out there, get clear on your vision, right? Set yourself a new goal list. What do I want to achieve? What's my ideal life in the next 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years from now? Whether it's personal, whether it's financial, whether it's investments, whether it's health, whatever it is for you, write it out. Why would you write it out? If it's in here, why would I write it out?
Because it's just a dream in your head. Until you write it down, it's not a goal.
No. So get clear on it. Write it out.
So right? Luke was asking about crypto. So we're invested in lots of different crypto, but the big one at the moment is Ethereum.
Absolutely. We've got money in Ethereum and it's going gangbusters. So we're enjoying the ride on that for sure. We've about to do our self-managed super fund, and we will be buying more Ethereum and more of others, and investing in some other cryptos. Had a couple of tips come through this morning.
We did. We need to look
Cardano was what? Cardamom? I have to remember the name of it. I've got it written down. But my son-in-law to be was talking about it
on
the weekend. So he's a 25-year-old, and he was telling me about this particular crypto that he's investing in, and he's doing a bit of crypto trading, day trading on crypto. But it can be pretty stressful doing that. Mm-hmm. We're more of investing and in it for the long term.
Absolutely.
In it for long term. It's all about the future. So
guys, go and check out the stories if you want to see the new car, and we will do a post as well with some photos.
Yeah, absolutely. Had fun. It's a good day.
And that's about it.
Yeah, that will be it. And we'll be back next week.
We will.
We've had a nice 2-week break, but we did miss everyone. Cardno, that's it. ADA. Thanks, Bruce. As I said, my daughter's boyfriend was talking to me about it just on the weekend. And we'll certainly be looking into that one because it's a very similar to Ethereum in what they do. So keen for that. But we'll be back next week with a whole new topic. We've had a nice 2 weeks off for our birthdays, but missed you guys, missed being on here. But glad to be back and looking forward to some upcoming topics, and hope you enjoyed this evening's.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
See you next week.
Have a great evening. Bye-bye.